Bharti Central School, Halga. Grade 5. Subject Computer. And I'm your teacher Aisha S. Khan. Good morning children, and let's start with the computer syllabus with the lesson number 1, that is means of communication. When we talk about communication, children, what exactly is communication? Communication is nothing but exchange of ideas between two people or two devices. When we want to communicate with each other, children, we need a communication interface. Now, what is interface? Interface is a point where any two people, devices, etc. meet or communicate with each other. It is commonly referred to as medium of communication. There are two types of communication medium, children. The first one is the physical medium, and the second one is the electronic medium. Now, what is physical medium? Physical medium is the medium in which people involved in the communication can not only hear each other but they can also see each other. For example, boardroom meetings, group discussions, etc. Now, what is electronic medium? Electronic medium is a medium in which people communicate via written or electronic channels. For example, emails, newsletters, magazines, etc. Now let's see what are the different modern tools of communication. There are many modern tools of communication, children. Let's talk about CD, DVD and pen drive. As you already know, CD, DVD and pen drive are the external storage devices. Now the question arises, why do we use these storage devices? First, to transfer data between devices. Second, to give a document to someone. Third one, to take a print of data stored on the device. And fourth one, to store data for future use. So these are the different uses of the storage devices, right? Now let's learn what are the other modern tools of communication. As you see in the picture, children, it is a calculator, right? So why do we use a calculator? Calculator is used to do basic arithmetic operations, right? Calculators come in handy in solving math problems involving big numbers, right? Later on, advanced calculators were designed to perform complex mathematical and scientific calculations. The next modern tool is electronic cash register. Now, what is electronic cash register, children? As you see in the picture, it looks somewhat like a small printer, right? Here, it helps in registering and calculating transactions. I hope you understand this, children. Why do we use electronic cash register? We use electronic cash register to register and calculate transactions. Okay. And this cash register comes with an attached drawer for storing cash and printer for printing receipts. Now, as you see in the picture, this is a mobile phone. You are already aware of the mobile phone, children. Why do we use a mobile phone? We use a mobile phone to talk with other people, to send text messages, to send multimedia messages. So there are many uses of the mobile phone, right? So mobile phones are portable telephones that, along with the function of making calls to talk to people, let you store contacts and send, receive, text, multimedia messages, etc. Right? In addition to all this, mobile phones let you read, write emails, browse the internet, use various social media apps, and much more. So mobile is very much in use, children. Nowadays all the studies are going on mobile. Online studies are taking place with the help of the mobile. So mobile is a important tool of communication, children. Now let's talk about our next modern tool of communication, that is xerography. What is xerography? As you see in the picture, you can see a Xerox machine, children. So this Xerox machine is very common nowadays on the internet centers. You find this, right? In the offices you find this. In the school also you have seen this. So what exactly is a xerography? Xerography is a printing process used to make photocopies of printed documents and illustrations. What does that mean? It means if you have a document and you want to make multiple copies of it, then you can use Xerox machine and you can make multiple copies of it. Okay. The next one is a telephone. This is the landline telephone, children. In the olden days, we used to use the landline phone. What was the use of the landline phone? In those days, it was the speediest medium of communication. Right? Suppose you want to communicate with anybody, then this landline phone was very useful. This telephone is an instrument which allows people from different geographical regions to communicate with each other. Okay. Now, what was the drawback of the landline phone, children? The drawback of the landline phone was this, that you cannot send text messages or multimedia messages using this. Now the next modern tool is a fax machine. A fax machine, it scans the documents electronically and transmits a photographic image of the contents to a receiving machine by telephone line. When I say this, children, that it scans the document electronically and transmits a photographic image of the contents to a receiving machine, means whatever document if you have, you want to urgently send to some other place, then you can scan it and you can make a photographic image of the document and you can send it to the other end of the fax machine, okay, through telephone line. Now let's talk about the electronic voting machine. As you see in the picture, this is an electronic voting machine, children. When your parents go for casting votes, they come across with this machine. What is the use of this machine? This machine is used for casting votes and counting votes. Means with the help of this machine, you can vote anybody during elections, and with the help of this machine, the people can also count the votes. What are the number of votes that can be counted with the help of this machine. The next one is an electronic diary. Now, as the picture shows, children, this is looking somewhat like a calculator, but it is not a calculator. An electronic diary is a diary which is kept on the computer, where you can jot down your appointments, meetings, create reminders, and task list. Means whatever routine work you have, like you do in your normal diary, you make a routine, you make a list of the work which you are going to do day to day, right? Similarly, on an electronic diary, you can make reminders. You can jot down what you can do in the later coming days, what you're going to do today, like that. Okay. Now let's talk about e-card. You're very much familiar with the e-card, children. Nowadays, suppose it's your friend's birthday, you immediately send some in the olden days, people used to send email, right? But nowadays the technology has become what I can say, the technology has become so modern that you can send e-card through WhatsApp also, right? You can also send still images. So e-card is nothing but an electronic greeting card which is available online. Now several online greeting card websites offer free e-cards for various occasions. Means there are many websites which give you free electronic cards. You can customize the card using variety of backgrounds, text, fonts, messages, animations and music. What do you mean by customizing the card, children? Means you can change the background of the card, you can change the text of the card, you can add your own text message, you can add animation to it, you can add music to it. So these are the different features which could be added to the electronic card, children. Let's talk about the electronic business card. As the name suggests, children, business card is somewhat like your visiting card. Like you might have seen a visiting card, right? Suppose if your dad is a professional, like for example, if he's an engineer or a doctor or whatever work he does, if he has a visiting card, then you will find that his name will be written on that and his address. Similarly, electronic business card is an online version of paper visiting card. What it does, as I said, it is an online version of paper visiting card. E-business card lets you capture information that can be related to your work, home or educational qualification in one card. Now let's talk about the next modern tool of communication, which is e-book, children. As the name suggests, e-book is nothing but an electronic book. Like a normal book, you can read the book on the internet also, right? So this is called as e-book, as you see in the picture, children. Okay, why do we use it, children? What it consists of? Any idea? No? Now let's talk about this. Let me discuss what is an e-book. An electronic book consisting text and images is an electronic version of the printed book that can be read on your computer, tablet, mobile phone or an e-reader like Kindle. This means that it is an electronic book which can be read on your computer, which can be read on your tablet, which can be read on your mobile phone. Right? So I hope these modern tools of communications are clear to you, children. Right? Now, other than this, there are various sources of information, children, through which we get information. So they are categorized into three main types. Those are print media, broadcast media, online media. Okay, now let's learn in detail what is print media. What is print media? As you see in the pictures, children, you can see some magazines, newspapers, etc. Right? So a print media typically includes newspapers, magazines, posters, brochures, press releases, books, newsletters, journals, periodicals, research papers, etc. Like when you read newspaper or a magazine, you get a lot of information, right? So these are the different sources of information, children. This is the main source, I can say. Most of the people read newspapers, right? So this is the main source of information. Now the next one is the broadcast media. Now what is broadcast media? Broadcast media typically includes content from the radio, television, films or advertisement, right? When you see any movie, sir, in between you see many promos, like many advertisements on which you see people like canvassing their products, right? So this is called as broadcast media. Through broadcast media you get a hell lot of information. Now next one is the online media. As you know, internet is slowly changing the way we communicate. Not only this, we also rely on internet for other activities that are performed with the help of following tools. The first online media tool is email. As the name suggests, what is email? Email is nothing but an electronic mail, like the electronic message. In olden days, we used to send letters to each other to communicate, right? But in the modern days, like in early 90s, you can say, people started exchanging messages from one person to one or more recipients using computer and using a email. For sending an email, children, you need to have an online email address, right? In any website, you should have a email address on the website. For example, on the Yahoo Mail or Rediff Mail. So these are all the email service providers, children. On this, if you have your email address, you can send an email to your friend who already has an email account. Now let's talk about the SMS and the MMS. So this is the another tool of social media, which is SMS and MMS. Now, as the name suggests, children, what is SMS? SMS is nothing but the short message service. And MMS is multimedia message service. MMS is multimedia message service. You can send SMS or MMS through your mobile phone, children. Now, SMS refers to text messages, whereas MMS refers to multimedia content like audio, video, pictures, etc. Now, social media applications. Social media applications is a group of applications allowing people to create and share information, ideas, pictures, audios, and videos. Social networking apps such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. have made it easier to keep in touch with family, friends, and colleagues at work. Right? An online personal diary is also one kind of social media platform where people express their personal opinions, share or exchange information, and views on everything under the sun. The next social media tool is messaging applications. You're very much familiar with the Facebook, WhatsApp, etc. Right, children? So Facebook, Messenger, MSN Messenger, Skype, WhatsApp, WeChat are some of the most popular online messaging applications. Means using these applications, you can send messages to others. You can send multimedia messages to others. Not all these applications are free to us, children. Some offer free voice calling, some free mobile SMS, either over Wi-Fi or the user's smartphone's data plan. So all these applications are not free. Some are free, and for some applications you need to pay, children. Nowadays, we find educational applications from nursery rhymes to mathematics to science to language learning on smart mobile phones. Information and communication technology is such an integral part of our lives that we cannot think of surviving without it. I hope the lesson is clear to you, children. If you have any doubt, you can contact to me on my number. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, children. Thank you so much for watching this video.